Everybody, welcome back to another Chat with Clark. I'm Joe Clark, the host, and I appreciate all of you tuning in. I'm thinking today, after having read a book, I'm like, why do some of us hide different aspects of our identity, right? Like, why is it that we cover up certain parts of ourselves? And sometimes we hide the most important, the most pivotal things. And you know what? I think it's because we only share our most true self with the people with whom we're closest. And the dichotomy with that is that we should share the most authentic part of ourselves, the most authentic version of ourselves all the time, because we want to be close to the people who know us the best, right? So it's like this circular argument almost of, hey, like, we're close, so you know me the best. But it's also like, you know me well, like, you know what I'm about, so, and you like me, you're down for that, and I'm down with who you are, so we should be close. And that's what's crazy, is like, we hide certain parts of ourselves because we feel like, oh, I don't want these people to know that, or I don't want this person to know that about me, or actually that's like too personal, I'm gonna stay and keep this safeguard up, right? There's this dynamic where we want to be safeguarded. We want to be comfortable in holding parts of ourselves for those select people in our lives that, you know, they mean the most to us. We're the closest with them. But how do we prevent it so that we're not authentic to some people, right? Like, I think there's a really great advantage in being authentic with anyone that we encounter, really. And where do we draw that line? Like, how do we toggle the line between inauthenticity but also being safeguarded? The line between, hey, you're really close to me, so I can show you my authentic self, and I can't or don't want to because we're not close, but I still feel like I should be authentic. Like, how do we do all of that? And that's the question for the day. That's my thought for the day. If we were totally authentic with everyone, would we be close to everyone? No, because not everyone's going to still vibe with authentic selves. So my contention is that we should be authentic entirely through and through, but we can still safeguard ourselves, right? There's still parts of ourselves that we're not going to reveal. And that is different to me than being inauthentic. So this dynamic of being authentic, but also recognizing that some parts of ourselves are reserved for just the closest people. Like, you know who I am to an extent, but the people closest to me know who I am to an even greater extent. And I think that's what's the key. So never that we're being inauthentic or anything of that regard, but strictly that we need to safeguard ourselves just to protect it from the people that, or only so that we can be so close with the certain people in our lives. Thanks for tuning in for another Chats with Clark. If you have any ideas, please comment below. I'd love to engage all of you. And of course, if you want to be happier, live more gratefully. Let's do it together. Thanks.